Hello Gemini, Gemini Rising, and Gemini Moon people. This is your weekly astrological and card horoscope for the week starting November 6th, 2017. And a quick reminder for all of you out there, if you ever want to get a session with me, you just need to go to my website, integrativemysticism.com, or you can follow the links below. So what is going on with your astrology this week? Well, on Thursday we've got the Sun in Scorpio, in your 6th house of work, schedule, your team, your reputation, productivity, forming a lovely sextile to Pluto, currently in your 8th house of shared resources and passive income and supplemental income. And it does look like if you have been trying to take on something extra, to either get some extra scratch or some extra coin, some kind of new project or possibly even a new team will be offered to you in order to make that happen. If you've been trying to take some extra work home, trying to maybe, build up some extra monies outside of what you normally consider to be your monthly or weekly take-home, there may be actually something that you do that you can be committed to for quite some time. Usually when the Sun sextiles Pluto, this rule or this plan goes on for a little bit longer than just the week. This could be an extra boost to your income for possibly even the next month or two. So enjoy it if that's what you're looking for. Something extra, just a little bit more scratch again, something a bit more take home. We've got that as a little gift for you. On Saturday, we've got Saturn, planet of boundaries, discipline, sometimes restrictions, in your 7th house of partnerships, your closest one-on-one relationships. That's your boyfriend, girlfriend, BFF, business partner, husband, wife, roommate, all the people you spend your closest one-on-one time with. And it's forming a very strong trine to Uranus in your 11th house of friendships and social networking. And this is a very harmonious angle. This is actually, one of the aspects I would consider that brings order to chaos, especially when it comes to a schedule or perhaps a social life that is coming into direct conflict with a relationship that you want to be giving more priority. If you have been feeling like perhaps, again, there has been a bit of a conflict in terms of availability and time and energy for you and maybe your girlfriend or your wife or your boyfriend or your husband, or perhaps it's not even a romantic situation, maybe you just miss your best friend or you want to get back in touch with a friend so you can be best friends again. Whatever chaos, whatever instability, whatever unpredictable energy, or again, erratic schedules that have been, kind of pulling us apart can actually be pared down this week, which is very, very nice. And I think that everyone's going to be in agreement that that's the right thing to have happen for you too. So if there's sort of, again, it might not necessarily be romantic. You could just be missing your right-hand man, and this is an opportunity to get this all back and going, because we do need those people in our lives. So what is going on with your spiritual advice for your cards? We've got the card of the Hourglass. And the Hourglass is kind of interesting because the text reads, time is of the essence. And with the Hourglass, it's basically saying this week it's time to pay attention to, again, the things that we've put off for far too long. What needs to come off the back burner this week that you have kept on the back burner for reasons? And you may have reasons, but this week is talking about reasons and excuses not being the same thing. And the Hourglass is kind of saying there may be something on the back burner that's about to spoil that we don't necessarily know about. Maybe it's not necessarily a negative message like that. Sometimes there's something on the back burner that is ready to come to the front burner, that's ready to mature, that's ready to harvest, that's ready to have some kind of payoff. But this week it's time to pay attention to what we have actually decided to neglect, or again, give less priority to, that's about to have its day in the sun. And so this week you'll be finding out what that is. For your Earth sector, when it comes to your work and finances, we do have the Ten of Cups reversed. And this card can indicate, for those of you who are looking for new work, be mindful of people who are trying to perhaps oversell the goodness of whatever. And this can happen with purchases as well. So this is also a warning for those of you who are maybe looking to buy a car, buy a house, those of you who are trying to sign up for a new financial arrangement, those of you who are trying to, get some kind of business deal going. The Ten of Cups reversed can indicate, again, something trying way, way too hard to look super, super pretty, Pinterest pretty, which is covering up for something that's actually, pretty broken or shady on the inside. And the Ten of Cups reversed can indicate that, if we're not careful, we could be swindled by this. We can always be kind of caught up in the high energy of, of a real aggressive sale. Or maybe our BS detector is a little, is malfunctioning this week. And so it's very important to pay attention with the Ten of Cups reversed where we don't want to bite off on what somebody is offering to us. Because again, we tend to see the poison apple with the Ten of Cups reversed. Now, it's not happening earlier than this. This is something that's coming up this week. But everything else should be fine. Like I said, with the Sun and Pluto already coming together, we've got some lovelies happening. So I'm not really worried about money other than what could be happening that you could sign up for that you don't want to. Okay? All right. For your communications with air, when it comes to your friends, your relatives, and the others in your life, we do have the Page of Cups upright. Beautiful card because this does indicate, again, a friend or a relative that maybe, again, there's been some distance between us, maybe there's been some conflict, some friction. There's going to be some kind of offering made to you by this person. This may not necessarily be a peace offering, it may not necessitate a peace offering, the situation you're in. If it does, here you go. But if it doesn't, here you go anyway. The Page of Cups upright can often show up as somebody actually kind of going out of their way to make a big sacrifice for you. And this is definitely a testament of their loyalty, their affection, their devotion to you, and the friendship, the relationship that the two of you have. And with the Page of Cups upright, they may be going out of their way to sort of grant a small wish for you that you didn't know you made. And, and in all of the best of ways. This can, with the Page of Cups upright, yes, bring love your way for those of you who are looking, and you might actually find out that a friend of yours knows somebody, or maybe trying to connect you with somebody in your circle who's carrying a torch. For your challenge this week with fire, we do have the Ace of Wands reversed. Okay, so the Ace of Wands reversed is saying that our energy reserves this week may feel a little bit, taxed. And when we have the Ace of Wands reversed, it's very important not to burn the candle at both ends or to oversaturate our time with any one thing or any one activity. It can be very, very easy for us to burn out or perhaps have somebody or something kind of wear out its welcome this week. Not forever, but just this week. But that can also, put a bad taste in our mouths, and, sometimes that can also create some issues down the road, especially if people are feeling a little, they take it way more personally than they should. I've seen this card show up where, sometimes it's not even, it's not even wearing out welcome in, in a bad way. It's just kind of like, look, okay, I've been hanging out with my partner, or we've been dating, and I've been with this person 24/7 for 4 days, and when we're not together, they've been texting me 18 times a day. I really just want to have some space. Don't snap at anyone if that's the place that you're in. Just make sure that, again, you just don't let that wear out your welcome kind of feeling happen in the first place. Prevention is the best medicine here. With the Ace of Wands reverse, again, we could burn out on something that we absolutely do enjoy doing and need to take some space from it this week, because the temptation to have it oversaturating our time and our space is high. For your emotions with water and your romantic life, we do have the Nine of Pentacles reversed. And this card can indicate a need to pay attention, again, where we talk about this possibly could be the Ace of Wands reversed, but with the Nine of Pentacles reversed, we're kind of noticing a bit of clinginess and a bit of neediness in others this week. Luckily, it's a minor arcana, so it's not forever. It's not black and white forever. But the Nine of Pentacles reversed could be an attitude that's kind of coming out of somebody that we meet, somebody that we're dating, or quite possibly, again, even our partner. Usually with the Nine of Pentacles reversed, this person is asking us to do for them what they should be able to do for themselves, And sometimes that happens, because again, if a person's feeling a little insecure, or perhaps they want a bit of affection, they want to have a bit of closeness, maybe they're feeling a bit shaky about something else, sometimes they have a tendency to, look for a bit of a rescue. And it does feel like that may be going on with our partner, or our dating partner this week. It's not the end of the world. If you want to do it, go right ahead. But again, just don't make a habit of it, or it may build up a little bit of resentment there. The Nine of Pentacles reversed can indicate as well that there may actually be a sense of crowding going on with possibly somebody else kind of projecting a lot of that neediness onto the partnership. I've seen this card show up for parents who have, those 25-year-old kids who will not leave the nest. So that discussion may have to happen as well. So that is your horoscope. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And of course, if you ever want to get a session with me, you can always follow the links below, or go to integrativemysticism.com.